Hutverse event dropped in Hockey Ultimate Team, and in this video I want to go over the 4 main 96 overall Hutverse items that you can work towards and add to your lineup, and which ones I would recommend if you are looking to make one. Now I also want to talk about the cost involved in making one of these, and the best practices if you are trying to make a 96 overall Hutverse item, because it is extremely expensive, especially if you don't take advantage of a few specific packs and sets. Let's start first with the rankings. I need to preface this by saying all 4 of these cards are absolutely insane. So just because I have Philip Forsberg number 4 does not mean that he is a bad card. In all honesty, 97 speed, excel, and agility with gold truculence makes him one of the best right-handed defensemen that you can get in the game. He's got 99 balance, as well as 99 body checking, defensive awareness, and stick checking, everything that you want, and I love quick pick. Puck on a string and off the rush are really not abilities you need to worry about activating. Just gold truculence alone is a fantastic ability for this card. However, he would be number 4 for me. Now coming in at number 3 is the 96 Quentin Byfield. It's 6'5", 225. The left-handed defenseman comes with offensive defenseman, checking boost, and speed boost. That speed boost synergy will get him up to 98 speed, 97 excel, and 96 agility. So he is a fantastic skater for the remainder of the game. He's essentially got a max shot, 99 deking, 99 body checking, as well as maxed out defensive awareness and stick checking. The only knock I have on this card is that his abilities are kind of lackluster. Thunderclap is just not necessary in NHL 25. With the introduction of the skill-based one-timer, it essentially nullifies a lot of the usefulness from this ability. Magnetic, you don't really need once you have maxed out. Magnetic, you don't really need if you have good offensive awareness, and we're at the stage of the game where everyone does. Shutdown is one of the best defensive abilities. However, it does not stack with Stick 'em Up. Obviously, Stick 'em Up will work anywhere. Shutdown only works off the rush, but what EA considers the rush is basically any time that a player enters into the zone and they haven't made a pass or shot yet. You can follow someone all the way around the net and Shutdown will still activate. But if you need a left-handed defenseman, this is one of the better options in the game. Number 2 is the 96 Victor Hedman. 6'7", 246. He's got two-way forward playmaking boost and agility boost. Now, this card is absurd. At 6'7" and 98 speed, 97 excel, and 99 agility with elite edges, it is silly to use this card. He is just that overpowering. He's got a max shot and good body checking, and like I said, he's massive. Comes with gold 1T, off the rush, elite edges, and big rig, and really the only ability I would activate is elite edges, but that's enough. The reasons why I don't have him at number 1 is that because he's got 91 faceoffs, he's essentially a pure left-handed winger, so there's a little bit less lineup usefulness for you. On top of that, if you made the Hut Closers Victor Hedman, I'd much rather have him on defense than forward. He is just so hard to get around when you are defending the rush. But I think that's really another thing against the Victor Hedman card, is that I would just rather get a defenseman version. So if they come out with another Victor Hedman that's on defense that's better than this one, I would rather just have that. But coming in at number 1 easily for me is the 96 Dougie Hamilton. 6'6", 230 with grinding forward, acceleration boost, and face-off boost. Even if you don't get grinding forward activated and you just have acceleration boost, he's got maxed out acceleration at 99 overall. His speed is 97, agility is 97, balance is maxed out, so is his shot, body checking, and 99 face-offs. That combined with silver quick draw and the fact that he's 6'6", 230, you essentially can have this card on your team for the rest of the game, and he will be one of the best centerman options that you will be able to get. This is a set it and forget it card. If you don't care about playing defenseman at forward and actually want to get a Hutverse item, Dougie Hamilton would 100% be the one that I would recommend to add to any team. Now, I do want to give some 94 overall alternatives and some other maybe hidden gems, but Cale Makar on forward, obviously 97 speed and excel with 98 agility and edges, is very good. A max shot, hand stats as well. In HUD, he's probably better suited to be a winger, so he is a good card, but a lot of people will have him on defense, obviously. Mikko Rantanen is also extremely sneaky as a defenseman. With speed boost activated, he has 98 speed, gold elite edges, good body checking, and maxed out defensive awareness and stick checking, and he's 6'4", 215. So even if you don't want to go to 96, this Mikko Rantanen card is a really good option. Zach Werenski as well at 94 overall, the left-handed winger with two-way forward, speed boost, and pinpoint shooting boost, 98 speed, 97 excel, and 96 agility. Now, Total Eclipse and Big Tipper are fun abilities, but they're not going to be very impactful for you. But at 94 overall, this is, again, another impactful winger you could add to your team that's better than a lot of other cards cards in that overall range. But now it's time to talk about the cost and the ways that I would go about making one of these if I wanted to get a 96 overall. Now, bear with me because this is very confusing. I'm going to try and simplify this as best as possible, especially for newer players. But let's go over how you would make Dougie Hamilton and the way that I would recommend it. So to make Dougie Hamilton, you will need two 94 overall Hutverse items, specifically Jacob Chikrin and Zach Werenski. It has to be these two, and then any other 94 overall item. At the time of this recording, the only 94s that you can get are the ones that you can make from division sets, so you essentially have to make 3 of these to be able to get one of the 96. Now, how the trade-in sets work is as follows. You will need 389 overall and above Hutverse items, and that will give you a 91. Once you have a 91, it goes into this set to make a 92. So again, because you need 389s to make a 91, you need to do that set 3 times, totaling 9 89 and above items to make 192 overall. Once you have your 92 overall, you would go to this specific division, and then that first set right there will require 192 overall item, but you will also need an additional 291 overalls, which is an additional 6 Hutverse items. To make the 94s required, you will need to make the specific 2 division players. So in this example, you'll need Alex Ovechkin and Simon Nemec. It costs 1589 overalls to make one of them. So to make both, you're looking at 3089 overall and above items to get you a 94 overall Metro Division Choice Pack. So if 30 gets you 1, let's say you make Zach Werenski, you need to do it 2 more times, which means you will need 90 89 and above items, which would be the absolute maximum in cost if you didn't pull anything to make a 96 Hutverse item. Now, any way that you break this down, it is extremely expensive. I went and looked at the cheapest possible way to do it, and I couldn't get it under 1.35 million coins in value to make one of these cards. So again, I want to be clear, this is extremely expensive at the time of this recording before anything new comes out that helps alleviate the cost, but let's break it down. So these first sets that have you trading in 88 and above overall items, 6 of them will give you 1, which is the worst value in the game, essentially 51,000 per 89 overall. But if you trade in 20 88 and above items, that will give you 5, which means that each one of the 89 overall items you would get from this are 34,000 per. So again, much cheaper than the individual. And again, anytime that you pull something above 89, that's going to drastically reduce the cost. So the only thing that I would use in this set are untradeable 88 and above items. Do not use your tradable 88 overall items in this set. You want to sell those on the auction house because the coins are worth more than doing this set with tradable cards. What you actually want to do is sell all those tradable cards and buy your 89 overall Hutverse items on the auction house. Remember, doing that 20 88 and above items for 5 means that each 89 is worth 34,000. On the auction house, these are going for far cheaper, sometimes well below 14,000 coins. This is what I would recommend doing if you are trying to make one of these cards, is to simply buy your 89s. Now, you'll also get 10 Hutverse player items, and again, it isn't just guaranteed 89s, it can be 91s, 92s, or 93s. In these packs, you need to complete these objectives. You will get 10 Hutverse player items, and even if you just got 89 overalls, that's essentially close to 200,000 coins in value and knocking off the price to trade these in. Now, lastly, there's actually a pretty good value in the packs for the Hutverse event. The 300,000 coin pack for 15 Hutverse player items means each one is worth 20,000 coins in value. Now, remember, you can get tradable ones for far cheaper. However, you do have a shot at pulling something that isn't an 89 in these packs. Actually, a quite good chance. Now, you can only open up one of these packs, but the 12 Hutverse pack is actually the best value in the store. Because for 225,000 coins, you will get 12 Hutverse player items, which works out to 18,750 coins per card. Now again, not as good odds as the starter pack, but you're probably going to pull something that is not an 89 overall, again, drastically reducing the cost. Also pay attention to the cards that are required for the collection sets. So there are 2, the Young Stars collection and an O Canada collection. This is actually awesome that EA added this into the game. It is the first collection-based reward that we've got. So for the Young Stars collection, if you trade in Jarvis, Stutzla, Wolf, and Lacombe, you will get all 4 of these cards back untradeable. tradable, meaning that you could then use them in sets again, as well as one Hutverse pack. So essentially getting a free Hutverse player item just for collecting these 4. However, if you get any of these tradable, you want to sell them. The same thing goes with the O Canada collection. Again, if you pull any of these tradable, I would recommend selling. They're going for a little bit more. But if you happen to get all 8 of these untradable by opening up the packs or just pulls that you get throughout playing the game, cash these in, you will get them all back untradable and 5 Hutverse player items, again, helping reduce that cost. Now, there are no timers for the Hutverse sets, so it does look like these are here to stay. However, I would expect more drops in the future for the Hutverse event, and again, that drastically changes the cost and everything that comes along with that for the market. Now, the market will change as well, but I hope that this helps clear up some confusion and just at least get you guys on the path if you're looking to make one of these 96 overall items. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.